Good morning, Yehuda.
Morning.
Yehuda and I are friends and neighbors, and we share many worries about the future of the world and about current events. If you look at what's happening in the world today, there is a terrible humanitarian crisis, and that stems from different reasons. One of them is global warming and drought.
Planet Earth will probably continue to develop and flourish without us. Actually, it would be much better for most species.
Well, let us analyze one of the terrible crises in the world today. Syria suffers from a drought. Consequently, people move from the villages into the cities. The great tension created a war, and this war continues for several years now, and a huge number of people marching to Europe. Africa suffers from lack of water, and the same results happen. And this is the global issue, and we both think that the UN should be deeply involved and focus on solving such fundamental problems.
The major issue here, in my opinion, is more a way of the metrics that we use. For the last 2 centuries at least, the world is using one metrics, which is economics. The metrics is really the compass that leads us towards the future. And for many years we are talking about the need of changing the metrics and including other dimensions in the metrics. We have to include the humanitarian values. Right now we feel as if we are serving the economy, but the economy should serve our values.
Right.
That's the most important issue. The UN came up with the 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. These goals are an approximated new metrics all countries should adopt. And in Paris Accord, 193 countries signed and committed to reach these 17 SDGs by 2030. But we cannot take now the excellent to be the enemy of the good. We should take it and start working according to this new compass, and then we'll be able to reach it, and we have to do it fast.
We need really leaders with vision beyond their term to support all these ambitions in order to change the path of our world into a much better way in the future.
A paradigm shift is easier to achieve because you just have to change your glasses. We're trying to do that paradigm shift right now. We won't be able to achieve the achievements that all countries have committed to reach by 2030.
What will happen if we start now trying to reach the goal? Let's say that this is the goal. 30 years from now we want to be here. We are here, okay? We are down here. And we have 30 years, okay, to get here. But now if you don't do anything, then what happens is that the slope is becoming steeper and steeper and steeper. It's becoming more and more and more difficult to reach the goal, and we will not be able to do that. So consequently, instead of being here in 30 years, we'll be here in 30 years, and the goal will not be achieved.
Most leaders think in terms of billions, at most hundreds of millions, but they very seldom think about trillions. The focus of the conversation in the economic circles in the UN right now is the talk about what we call from billions, to T, to trillions, by 2020. Unless we reach that goal, we are doomed. And the only way to do it, in my opinion, is by business mentors. Make this transformation happen. In my YKcenter, we developed models that are working. We tried them. Transformation. Very short programs. In 3 days, you make the change. You make the transformation. You make the paradigm shift.
We should start working now. I would like to quote Napoleon Bonaparte of France, who said, "Action, action, vitesse." Action, action, fast.